I'm so excited. I'm very happy. Last year, I came here as a reporter to cover the third edition of OFAB Awards. So whilst I was sitting at the back, then I told myself that this award, the following year, which is this year, I must take it. And truly, I've taken it. I am the ultimate winner. I'm so excited this evening. The OFAB Media Award is very challenging in the sense that we are not dealing with ordinary issues. These issues or the topic that we are dealing with, purely science. So you need to put in more effort by reading, researching, speaking to the right people to get the right information. So it's quite challenging, unlike ordinary stories that you can just do desk research and then write your story. This one, you need to do more. That is the challenging aspect of our media awards. So if you want to be participating in it, then of course you need to abreast yourself with information, or you need to equip yourself with more information on biotechnology. I would like to encourage my media colleagues to put in or to pay attention to science reporting, particularly biotechnology. We need to promote it because it is the way forward. It is the way forward. Many of our challenges, many of the challenges that farmers face can be addressed when we apply biotechnology. So I think if we promote it by creating the necessary awareness and also creating understanding, it will help policymakers, farmers, everyone to understand what biotechnology is all about. Because there are so many misconceptions about biotechnology, and it will take journalists and media practitioners to explain this concept to them, for them to understand whether it's a kind of a plot by some people to impose certain things on them, or what it is at all. So journalists, we need to pay attention to the agriculture sector.
I'm very excited to be here because this is my first time. Last year I came here as a reporter. I was here to report and interview people. I never knew today I'll be stepping in the shoes of the awardees today to be interviewed. So I'm very happy about the developments. One thing is that you're supposed to have the passion. You're supposed to have the passion about writing. It's not an easy thing. You need to consult experts in order to write the right thing, and after that you would have to consult them or send them the write-up for them to look at it, look through, to make sure everything that you have stated is right. So it's not an easy thing. You have to be passionate about that job. And finally, if you're able to go through all these processes and they look through and everything is fine, the story comes out perfectly. Science is not an easy thing. It's not a general story that you can write about. You need to research, you need to ask the right questions, and need to consult the experts about it. What I would ask my colleagues in the media is to write more about it, because agriculture is the backbone of the economy, and we can't continue to be doing the same very thing that we used to do. There are seeds that are being supplied, there are fertilizers that are being subsidized by our government, and our farmers are doing very well, but the same challenge and the same problem keeps on popping up. It's a high time we try to abreast this new technology and make sure we work with it, because we can't do without it.
It came to me as a surprise when I heard I was the only person who filed for TV parts. I thought I was competing with others. So I'm excited, I am honored, and then with the recognition, it tells me I'm not far from taking the overall position. When it comes to agri reporting, let me use myself as an example. Before, I will just write stories because it's a story. I don't pay attention to the technicalities involved. I never even knew we have the scientific aspect of agriculture. I would just report based on the issue until I joined a training section organized by CSIR, and that was where I got to know there are different angles within the agriculture sector that you can report on, and one of such is the scientific area. So that's about a year or so ago, I decided to focus not only on reporting on the whole agriculture sector, like lack of fertilizers, lack of that, but to pick the issues as in when it comes and the scientific aspect of it, get the right resource persons to speak to the issue. I wouldn't say it's that easy because you, the reporter, have to understand the issues yourself. Technicalities, the technical words, the scientific words, you don't need to put them out there for the consumers just like that. You have to understand it yourself, break them down for them to understand. So I wouldn't say it is easy, but when you are focused and determined, you can do it and you can make it happen.